Hey everyone, it's the Challenging Times After Show. I hope I'm playing the right way, the Mike Papa Knoxxx with three X's.
Oh, girl.
And myself, Shay Sawyer, here for, I think this is episode, God, please help. It's called Trivial. It was such a ridiculous name. Like, why can't you guys have normal names? Like, hey, everyone hates each other. Episode.
Everybody else is here. Episode. Backstabbing episode. How about that?
Yes. But
Forget you, Daria. You suck.
before we start, I definitely wanted to say my condolences to Michelle Trachtenberg's family for her loss. As a huge Buffy fan, this really has hit me very hard. I'm really sad about it. She was so young, and it's just, you really just don't understand how the world works and like why things happen and why people lose their life. But she was amazing actress, and she added so much to this world, and I'm just so sorry and sending love to her family.
I agree with that. My youngest daughter is now a Buffy fan as well. And when I told her that, she's like, "Oh my God, not Dawn!" And at first, I said the wrong name. You've been with me for a few years now. I say the wrong name sometimes. I said Faith. She's, what you mean? I said, oh, I meant Dawn. And she's like, so even my baby girl was heartbroken. I'm turning her into little Mike Knox as it seems to be. But yeah, getting that news this morning, and I mean, doesn't matter race, color, creed. I think Buffy was the heartbeat of a lot of generation back then, and it's one of those shows that got a chance to cross over from networks as some of the other shows didn't get a chance to do. So our thoughts go with her and her family, of course. And so we dedicate this show and hope we do a good job for her and her family. So there you go. Back to you, Shay.
Absolutely. So now to the backstabbing and craziness that is the Challenge All Stars Rivals. Very much living up to the name Rivals. Let me say that.
They just made some new ones. If you ask me, they made some new ones.
Oh my goodness. So we start off. Actually, okay. So let's go into last week. We had Adam and Steve take out. Listen, I'm getting really irritated with this because we won't get into what the ending, but the last few weeks we have lost a woman pair every episode, and it was really grinding my gears. And this is why I really hate when they do the format like this.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot which challenger said it, but I think they should really do the format where they had guy teams, just like how it was on Rivals 2, and girl teams. Why is it so hard to do that? Because it's extremely unfair. I'm all about women. I'm all about women can do it all. But at the end of the day, it is an unfair advantage a lot of times, sometimes. So, and obviously with 3 back-to-back women pairs going home, obviously I'm not making this up. The stats are there.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Because it's getting on my last nerve.
Well, I mentioned at the very first episode we did coming back here with the challenge that having this pairing this way is definitely unfair. We saw in the first 2 the first 2 ending matches. I'm sorry guys, I'm on all kind of tussin. I'm not sipping on no scissor, I'm not on no lean, but I am taking the tussin, and the hall is real thick here. Pause. But I don't like that matchup. It's unfair. You know what I mean? Guy, girl. It's the same thing. Like, it's just, I don't want to see that. I want to see it be a fair advantage. It's one thing if you're going to have that matchup and you don't know who's going to be down there, so you don't pre-choose what's going to be an elimination. But if you were to pre-choose, okay, so we're going to have guy matches, then make it an all puzzle event. Don't make it anything that's physical. I just believe that's unfair. Not saying that women can't match strengths with men, but in most cases they can't. So we're built differently. That's our genetics are differently. So for that reason, so I don't like it for that reason.
All right. I used to love when they would do the guy, girl, and then one week it'll be this is a guy's week, next week it's a girl's week. I love that dynamic. They need to bring it back and stop with this foolishness, because we already complained about it from Final Reckoning, so I don't understand why you brought it back. Ridiculous. But yes, so Ashley and Anissa went home. I didn't see them lasting. I feel like Ashley's morale was completely knocked out from being Anissa's partner, rightfully so, honestly. And Anissa was just not willing to try. All she wanted to do was shame any of her friends who didn't want to tank their own games to protect her. That's all she ever does every season. Not try, has nothing to offer to someone. Hey, you should protect me because I'm your friend, but I have nothing to offer you in this game because I'm never going to win.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't like Ashley. I think she's too temperamental all the time. She's been that way all the time. Anissa to me doesn't seem to be somewhere that deserves to be in a final or win a challenge anymore at this stage of her career. She's just there for the trips and the drinking and the nasty sex, because watching her with Steve was Sam, I'm sorry, was just ill. And I love girl on girl. That was just ill. That's all. It was like let me stop. So I'm gonna stop right there.
Mike always knows when I start going like this, my hands like here, he's like, oh, I'm going too far.
I'm going too far.
Okay.
I need that on the Mike Knoxxx show.
That's how he knows. That's how he knows every time. So now getting into today's episode. We start off with something really wholesome. I really love this. I always love when they kind of tap into the fact that there's so many like in-house relationships within the challenge world. So obviously seeing Nany and Casey was a little bit awkward, seing as they're broken up, but
as soon as they showed up and said they're not together.
They're being messy. They were being messy because they should have cut that out. They definitely could have. And obviously seeing that Devin and Michelle, a lot of people obviously were wondering, hey, how are they doing? Are they lasting from season 40? And they are. I'm shocked. Only because of Devin. I'm sorry.
You don't like my guy. You don't like my guy Devin at all.
And seeing the challenge babies with Amber and Chauncey and Leroy and Cam.
Yeah.
Obviously, Adam, those are before Avery kids, so that's not challenge babies, but they were still extremely cute, regardless. So
look at those eyebrows.
Nah.
That's what he kept saying. Look at those eyebrows. Yeah.
I'm trying to do it. Frank is struggling. He's feeling I feel like the same way Ashley was feeling with Anissa. Kind of just like, do we have a real chance to win? Because it's like, I just feel like Sam came unprepared. She was already on her previous season when she was in a little bit better shape, gassing, always kind of the weakest link of their team. And now it's like even more so. So I just kind of feel bad for Frank. And I'm not even a Frank supporter. So this is like insane coming from me. But he's trying to figure out a way to still support Sam and just kind of be a better person. I think he's aware. I always like to see when people realize how they look on TV and do the work to change. Seriously. And I feel like he has. I haven't seen any troubling. Yep. Yes, very much that. So we have the Sunday Fun Day trivia.
Oh God. Was this not the easiest thing? Like, not the actual trivia was fun to see. Like, you idiot, how you didn't know this, right? But they give a vanilla milkshake, which you're like, okay. But if you don't get the answer right, you got to throw in ketchup, vinegar, TJ surprise, and ill. Just ill.
Yeah. Disgusting. I think they said they also put in something called Darian or Duran that I guess that they had to eat back in like Rivals 2 final. Ew, because that's disgusting. But I don't know. I was kind of like they were trying to make it easier for certain teams who I feel like don't end up at the top of the leaderboard when they're doing the more physical.
It's the All-Stars. That's what they do on All-Stars. Their challenges are not the same.
But this
They're
was
just
like,
not. We go back to the Paramount show we watch, right? We watch it. Remember the one with they were in the go-karts? I think it was like the very last one, right? They was in the go-karts and they had to fill up the water. Like, come on, this wasn't no real hard. That wasn't hard, right? And these people still got this stuff wrong. How you partners with somebody and don't know? I'm sorry. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
That would hurt me because I definitely...
Bad guy Jack, what's his sign?
That guy's a Virgo.
No, yes, he is. Because I always make
He's
fun of
a
him.
Virgo.
Yes, I always make fun of him because by a
it.
day he would have been a Leo, like myself.
He's a Virgo, like this cute baby.
Yes.
Yes.
My best friends are Virgos. So
yeah. Virgos are the best.
But like you have to know these things about somebody you spend, you know, that you're working with somebody, you know them. You just have to know these things. So some of the questions were very, very funny. Not getting right.
Yeah.
But honestly, Shay, I actually enjoyed this challenge for that reason because I know I was shocked too. I'm not gonna lie.
Even with the ending, all the vomit.
No, not that part. That was disgusting. I mean, like, I'm sick now. You just saw me blow my nose. Okay, trust me. To protect child vomiting is not something that I don't think anybody want to do. But I enjoyed it because it felt like they always have one or two challenges that are fun, like whether it's TJ's trivias, right? This is that version of it, I guess. And so I kind of enjoy. I'd rather have seen them getting flying off of a thing, you know, off of some contraption or something. But hey, it was enjoyable.
Yeah, I guess I can agree. It caused some squabbles, and it also, I feel like it like woke Frank up because obviously he made some very bold moves after that, just because he felt offended that people said he was untrustworthy. It's like, Frank, yes, of course
you are untrustworthy. You're telling us in confessional that you're untrustworthy. What are you talking about, Frank? No tank.
Literally. Exactly. You're getting mad at the truth. Sorry. The weakest rival pair, and Katie. Listen, I have to say it. Katie and Veronica, they're playing probably the best game. It's really smart. Like, just under the radar and nobody notices it. I have to give it to them. They're showing the fact that they've been doing this since day one.
Mm-hmm.
They're showing it. Sorry. And then Frank and Sam also got a few votes as well, obviously. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for you to get to it.
I'm kind of glad Ashley and Anissa were gone, because if Ashley and Anissa would have got one vote, Ashley would have crashed out. And like,
why you voting for us? Like, come on, guys! Like, oh my God, I got brand new boobs, and I'm stressing because my mother had a Jaguar. I had a Volvo in high school. How dare you vote for me? All right, that's all I got. My throat hurt.
Oh my gosh!
This Robitussin live on air. It's not sponsored, y'all. But that hurt.
We also got the greatest weakness. I have to go over some of this because some of this was very like delusional on some people's part.
Please.
Shane saying his mouth. Okay, that wasn't delusional. That's correct, Shane. It is your mouth a lot of the time. That is not delusional. Sam saying her loud mouth. Sam, I think there's something else that might be a little bit higher than that. Sorry. Not even like be serious here, Sam. I don't know. And I don't know, like, I didn't like how mean Devin was being to like Libra. I know they joke, but it's like, how many times you gotta call him an idiot? Like, enough is enough.
I didn't like that either. Like, but first one, okay. The second one, bruh, back off.
No, literally.
I don't even like you.
But at the end of it all, they ended up drinking it, and Frank and Sam ended up finishing it. And listen, I'm sorry, but the way Sam was acting like they just did a 10-mile relay race and won, like, girl, y'all drank a shake. You drank a shake with some nasty stuff in it, okay? It's like...
that's the only thing Sam's going to ever win, besides Anissa. Like, that's some kind of damn conquest. No offense, Anissa. Oops, I did it again.
Okay, Brittany. But how did you feel about how that went down? Because I thought for a second that Devin and Leroy or Amber and Fessy actually had that in the bag.
I definitely did as well. What I didn't understand is, like, sometimes, not many times, but sometimes they won't give you the full rules. Right? So as I'm watching this, I don't recall them saying you have to drink it together. I just took it. Like, me, first of all, I think it's disgusting, right? Like, I've been married 22 years, with her for 27 years. She won't eat behind me. Still, I'm like, you kiss me? We do all kind of things, and you won't. Ew. Okay. Right? So you got my straw and your straw. You backwashing that? That's nasty, first of all. Right? Right after COVID? So I'm taking that thing and I'm going to just chug it. And I thought somebody should have done that, and nobody did that. So
I would have thought Leroy would have did it. I think Leroy is like so like that's his thing. Like he's good with the eating stuff.
That's about all he's good at. And going home early. I'm sorry.
So sad. But Sam and Frank win, and so we get through that. Frank is like, "You guys think I'm untrustworthy? I'm about to show you. Like you want to say that? I'm gonna show you that. Okay, cool." But I'm like, Devin and Leroy didn't even vote for you, Frank. Oh my god.
I hate him, yo. I'm sorry. I want to just say this because we're here now. I hate Frank, and I've never liked Dario. I just thought, okay, with those eyes, okay, I can see how he gets the girls. Granted, no, you are not that stupid. What my man Devin said, which you didn't like, my man Devin, but he said you had a couple of spritzers. First of all, who the drinks spritzers?
He did say that.
Okay, who the hell drinking? What? I want a beer. I want, I go to my line in Entourage. He said, well, how about some Jägermeister? He said, no, Seth, I stopped drinking Jägermeister in college. I drink vodka like grown men. Ain't no grown-ass man drinking no damn spritzer, okay? So he drunk some damn spritzers and started having loose lips with the ships, okay? Your best friend? And you should know, right? Because this show do it to us all the time. They do it to us all the time. I'm watching a show now called This Is Us, which just yo-yos my emotions every single episode. Listen, every episode, I'm just
I can't.
Right? I can't. You shouldn't, because I just cry, right? So, seriously, I cry every episode, right? So then they are setting you up like, oh, we're best friends. He got me my job. We speak every day. Yeah, throw my boy in there.
Treacherous.
I'm gonna stop. Go ahead. I'm gonna stop. That was some bullish, man, girl.
Yeah, it really was. I was very shocked with Dario just kind of like saying it so freely, especially the core. Like, I feel like they should like do like research on like the most recent especially the people who come back from long like breaks. Maybe you should like watch. Like, he definitely could have at least caught season 39, if not season 48, because it was definitely recording before they left, and figured out that Corey is not to be trusted. You do not divulge any information to this man whatsoever. He's gonna tell it. He can't hold it, literally.
You can't trust Corey because he can't even figure out what he wants to do with his own hair. He was talking trash like, you want to see me in no elimination? Or you couldn't even go across the balance beam. What is he talking about?
He's delusional. He's like one of those like delusional like challengers that think like overrates himself. Literally.
I get it. At least because y'all hate my boy Devin, and I can't, for what it's worth, I won't go against what y'all say about him, right? But even that fight, he was like, well, I'm a winner. You don't talk to a champ that way. Dude, you won once. You know what I'm saying?
Tori carried hard.
Sorry, excuse me. He was like, you don't talk to a champ that way. And then he does what everybody who makes money says when they're in a fight. I'm just being honest with you. I say this to people all the time. It's ignorant. Okay, it's one acknowledge that. I know that it's ignorant. Let's go ahead and cover your face now. Okay. Whenever I'm fighting with somebody and I'm too old to be beating somebody's ass, I go, let's play big bank, take little bank. What's in your bank account? You know what I'm saying?
No, that's why he said, oh, we're not even in the same tax bracket. I'm like, all right, Devin. Isn't Dario a realtor though? Like, I'm sure he's up there.
But if you notice, right, next time you get to a fight, or not you actually get to fights, I can't see that. But if you hear arguments, right, watch how many times you hear somebody say how much money they make versus that other person.
Oh my god. I know Dario was so heated because it's like, I think Dario, he definitely would, if you could beat someone up and not go home, Dario definitely would have mopped Devin. Easy, light work. Mopped him.
Yeah, I don't think Devin's knocking nobody out. That's for sure.
But unfortunately, he can't. So Devin kind of definitely outwitted him in that.
He knew it. That's why he put his hand behind his back. He knew it. He knew it. Like, yeah, go, hit me.
Oh shit!
Go ahead, hit me. Yeah.
That's
what we think about you, Devin.
He's like, honestly, Devin. I'm so sad for Leroy. Like, it was literally like a casualty of Leroy.
Excuse me. Had to flush that confrontation down the toilet. Okay.
I honestly, from the trailer, I thought more would come from that, but it was kind of overplayed to what it actually ended up being. But Dario, oh my god. I was hoping Dario would be a little bit better to like explain it, but he just literally sounded so guilty. Like, it would, if you guys go down and take Adam and Steve out, like, that would be great for me. So you did say it. Like, oh my god, Dario, what is going
Go back.
on here?
Go ahead. Give me the Dario again. That was so good.
No, because like
I need the Dario one more time. I haven't heard that before.
You guys were to go down there and dig up. Like Dario, poor Ashley, she's in the trenches with this man, this Virgo. Hey, Virgo.
That was hilarious, yo. That was great. That was good. That was good, yo. Give my girl. She gets the Emmy for that.
Where is it? Not kidding. But I don't know. Dario, that was terrible. Devin is insufferable. Poor Leroy.
Poor Leroy.
Poor Leroy. We get down to the voting situation. Nicole already has put a target on Melissa and hers back. I loved what Melissa said. Yes. You need a purple lead in a cage. I'm sorry. That was so funny. The way she's like, you need to like the muzzle, heavy on the muzzle. I agree. Yeah. I agree. But Nicole, next time shut up and don't ever speak Nani's name again. Seriously. We know why you said Nani, Nicole. Anyways, then Adam, Corey, oh, shut up. I felt like Adam in that moment. I literally was like, shut up, Corey, let him speak. He doesn't want to, like, be quiet. And then he votes for Adam. It's like, I'm voting for Adam, even though didn't he vote for them already? So it's like, what are you talking about? It wasn't personal.
Yeah, well, now it is. You know what's personal for me, Corey? That vest you had on, that was personal. Who told you to wear it? Okay, because Tyra Banks and America's Next Top Model told you to take it off. Ooh. And I don't mean in a good way. Like, ain't no stripping going on. Just take it off. It was horrible. Hideous.
I don't know.
I don't like Corey. I like the other Corey who's not here that y'all don't like. Who he always loses to. But I don't like Corey.
No, I'm not a fan of Corey Lay. Because he just doesn't know how to shut up. He overrates himself and he's like really obnoxious. Like, that's it. You're just mad obnoxious. I can't take it. Big T, I'm sorry. But in the end, it ends up being again Adam and Steve, the easy vote. I wish they would I swear they used to have something where it was like, if someone went in last elimination, you couldn't vote them. I really feel like they need to implement that because stuff like this is really like,
it's such a sucker way out. Yeah, it's a sucker way out. Like, let's just keep voting them in. Like, I believe, what's the girl, the black girl with the bridge? She said, "I'm going to keep voting them in because it keeps a shield over me every time they go in," and I just can't stand that.
Yeah. No, I agree. I absolutely hate it. Please, I'm hoping they're watching this. I don't know. They're currently taping season 41, and I'm hoping that they have learned from the fan response to certain things like the star or whatever.
Definitely the stars stuff. For sure.
Yeah, 100%. And maybe implement what we just said about the voting situation, and don't do anything that's guy, girl, girl. Do not do that.
Yeah,
please. But Adam and Steve, they're going in. Leroy and Devin, they think that they are safe, unfortunately, because they protected Sam and Frank. Literally, last episode, they protected them. But Frank said, I'm going to show y'all. Y'all think I'm untrustworthy? Watch this.
The episode was called what again?
It was, hold on.
Topsy-turvy, stabby in the backy?
No. Hold on, let me look. I put it in the bio. I swear I did. It is. Oh my God. Trivial Pursuit.
Try Trivial Pursuit.
I know I'm saying
Try
it right.
Backstabbing, actually.
Hey, I know that guy.
Huh? Skull Knights
I do.
141. This is not wrestling.
I agree. I agree with you though. Like it does.
But it's a great name. Okay.
I do agree. He should try to go on the challenge and do way better than Leo Rush.
Well, I stopped liking Leo Rush. Gonna embarrass us wrestling fans like that on a challenge. How dare you?
CM Punk even did better. Like my gosh.
Oh, that's right. They were in that. Him and T.O. went at it.
But yeah. So now we get into the elimination. It's over a barrel. That's what it's called. Over a barrel.
Literally.
And you have to transfer all the barrels from one end to the other, but they cannot touch the ground. You cannot touch the ground. Your body, not the barrels. The barrels can touch the ground. And at the end, you have to sort a puzzle of it's math. I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Math. I hate it. I would have lost. But oh my God, Adam and Steve, they are a force. Like, is this like their fourth win now?
Fourth straight win. Fourth straight elimination win. Here's what, because you hit in the chat, and I was like, yeah, they gave Devin another puzzle. But I didn't get at that time was that Devin had one puzzle and Leroy had one puzzle. And that's where I think the problem lied. But we don't get to see that because even Devin didn't get his puzzle fixed. So that's, as you just said, Adam and Steve are just a force to be reckoned with. We said that early going in as well. Like, you're going to keep picking these guys. We've watched them perform in the All-Stars before. They're better than you think they are. Yep. Y'all making a mistake by keep putting them in. I get it's supposed to be the easy way out, but yeah, they beat my guys. They beat my picks for this year's winner. I thought this team was a lock, honestly, to get to the finals. I thought this team was a lock to win it. Dev Roy is no longer, and yet again, Killer Cam. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you can just allow me this moment, please, Shay. It just hurts me that Killer Cam is so great, and she just keeps carrying Leroy.
No.
Damn, Leroy. Tell me I want to do it for my kids. Win.
Literally.
Win.
Every time Cam is on a season with Leroy, he always makes it to the final. I feel like. I think, yeah. Now that I think about it, except for the one where Cara decided to choose Peen over friendship when she went for Kyle over Leroy. We don't talk about that, but she's super trustworthy if you ask someone who's delusional. But Adam and Steve, oh my gosh. I feel like Steve felt really ashamed of himself because he made a mistake from the last final he was in. And I feel like he's come in with this fire in him and he is not going for nothing. They could win the whole thing at this point. Because who's going to take him out? You know what I'm saying?
I know if Fessel wins this, I'm not watching anymore.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I know how I feel about him. Like a little That's all.
You know what? I guess I'll be okay because at the end of the day, Amber got her win. So
yeah, my girl won already. She got her little pretty baby. You know, her little
so cute.
Yeah, you know, Sunny's her name. I mean, because she looks like the sunshine. You know,
so cute.
So literally so cute. So Fessel can lose. So at this point, I think I want Adam and Steve to win. Now that I think I'm looking at I'm thinking about what's left. Yeah. I think it would be them. I think it would be Adam and Steve. Yep. I'm going with Adam and Steve. Okay. God made Adam and Eve, but we got Adam and Steve.
It's so funny that like it's so funny. It's
that's something that people have been saying for years. With, we got it.
Fessy and Amber. Okay, I'm praying on your downfall.
That's okay. Yeah. It's all right. You know what's going to happen to Fessel, don't you? You already know what's going to happen to him. Because he's a sucker.
What?
You know, he's a loser. He is, because he's going to get carried. That's what Amber does for Fessel. She carries him.
She definitely She is the missing sauce for him. And if he fumbles this, then he just has to really take a look inside. He recently did a podcast with Zach saying that he thinks he's one of the top 10 best challengers of all time.
Ever. Yeah, I heard that nonsensical nonsense that he said. But, I mean, if you don't think highly of yourself, who else will? Sometimes you say enough junk,
but
you
he
believe it
also was
yourself.
questioning Wes. And I'm like, so you think you're top 10 and you think Wes isn't?
Yeah. Like Wes or not, Wes has earned his spot in the challenge. We don't care which ones he won early with the team wins and all that, but that was what the challenge was. You can't fault what it was to what it's become. And he's won single eliminations and things like that since then. So go figure.
Yep.
But hey, it is what it is.
And it ain't what it ain't. So next week is a star challenge because I guess they thought from the previous All-Stars that they will be able to, whoever wins will be able to give a star to someone, but clearly that's not the case this time around, which I'm okay with. And Veronica's gonna be starting trouble.
I see dead people.
Any final thoughts?
No, I'm here for waiting. Like I said, Devroy's gone. That was my reason for watching this season. When I saw those two, they're two of my favorites. Is Devin and Leroy. Although I make fun of Leroy for losing, I'm still a fan of his. I like Nani to finally get one, but I'm not a fan of Turbo. So I just hope it gets better from here. And I like to see, because I think it's going to be I think it's about to actually turn into a shit show after what Frank and them just pulled. I really do. Yeah. So I'm very interested to see where they go from here and who's going to, stab who in the back next. That's what's about to happen. So there's no trust in this house at all at this point. You cannot, if you're somebody sitting back, you shouldn't trust Dario and you shouldn't trust Frank. And that to me showed you there's going to be some dissension in the house. And I can't wait for the madness. No Macho Man.
I was about to flex. I'm sorry. Yes. But I don't know. I'm excited to see what goes on. Honestly, I have to say I'm enjoying this season way more than season 40 already. I just am. It's a better vibe and it's more entertaining. That's just how I feel. But we shall return in a week and a half. Wait, in 2 weeks, we shall return back to talk about some more Challenge All-Stars rivals on the Challenging Times After Show.
Yes. So with that being said, guys, we love you. We thank you for tuning in, for making us Unpopular Reviews #1 Twitter show. We appreciate you. We want to take all that from Twitter, though, and make us someone on YouTube as well. So come on over and follow us on YouTube. Like, follow, and subscribe. If you're watching us on Twitter, hey, we love you there, too. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button to our channel. The links are in the bio. We thank you. We love you. We have a plethora of shows here on Unpopular Review, including tomorrow. We've been reviewing Superman for the upcoming Superman movie coming out this summer. Tomorrow we'll be doing Superman 3 is on the docket. We already done 1 and 2, going back to the early Christopher Reeve phase. We're going to finish out with Superman 3 and 4 in the coming weeks, and then go into the Brandon Routh returns and so forth. We got the Trio of Destiny coming back tomorrow as well, live at 7:30, doing Invincible season 3 live post-show review. So come check that out as well, guys. That is Captain Sawyer. I am Mike Papa Knoxxx. I'm a granddad now, and I'm sick of the dogs. We're gonna get out of here, y'all. We thank you, we love you, and fingers.